What's up guys, how are you doing? We're here at the shop. E36 build continues a couple of days after I've won the competition. There are more tournaments coming up, more races coming up, but I don't really want to join those without finishing my comp car, my pro car first. So all effort is going towards the comp car and finishing that. And as I've mentioned before, I've got a BMW E36 with a 1JZ that we're working on putting together. We're making some big steps. We received the car back a couple days ago from the body shop. It was with them for 2 or 3 weeks. I had some custom body work made, basically molding the whole rear portion of the car before I drift it, so still in its stock form. And that means it's very straight, there's no dings in it or anything. And I molded the rear of the car because typically that part gets impacted quite a lot and gets crunched quite a lot, and I didn't want to have a competition car that was disaligned, had a asymmetrical rear, both for function and for aesthetics. I decided to have the car molded before going ahead with the project. We should have long been done already with the car, to be honest, but because I decided to do that, it's taken us a bit more time to complete, but it should be worth it. Without a rear attached, the car will be much lighter, so instead of the factory steel rear, it'll be a fiberglass rear, which saves a lot of weight. That should make the car much more competitive. The car that I'd been drifting with was a stock Genesis, still with a radio, AC, full interior inside, and that obviously adds a lot of weight. The cars that I was competing against were purpose-built drift cars, and that's essentially what we're doing right now. We're making a purpose-built drift car. I could use the car as is in its current form. I really think that we should complete the project. So yeah, I've decided after sleeping over it a couple of nights to go ahead and chop the back off so that we can install the body kits that we had, and it's a full lightweight drift car. So here we go. Yeah. So we've taken one side of sheeting off. This was for the molding purposes. This is what it looks like on the other side. So as you can see, it's like finished really well. There's no, it's totally smoothed over. There's no joining points. And it's pretty much ready to go as is, under the car. You can still see the second skin, the inner skin, which is kind of like a cube, which you can see here. Once they've taken it out, we cut like a square kind of thing there. But the real plan is that this whole, everything on the right side of my hand is supposed to be chopped off, So there's a black line here inside. And basically everything on this side of the black line is supposed to be chopped off. And we've got our reference photos here. So that's how the back's gonna look like. This is all off Adam LZ's build, but basically we'll be making hollowing it out so it looks like that. So we can put that rear quarter on. See how there's no more rear quarter? The only rear is this. So yeah, that's how the rear is gonna look inside. So this is gonna be what this area would look like, So I mean, this is steel. It's much more solid than what we're planning to put on, but in drifting you don't want a really solid rear because you make a lot of impact with barriers, walls, other people, and if you impact the car strong, you get like a recoil and it destabilizes the car. So I've seen so many videos of drift cars trying to ride the wall, hitting a wall, and then getting kicked over into the wall due to making impact on the rear. And then I've seen cars with a more flexible rear basically hit a wall 6 inches deep, so the rear of the car like folds over 6 inches deep, and then after skating across the wall, it just pops back out because it's plastic. That's kind of what I want to go for. Also, if the rear gets wrecked or anything like that, it's really easy to just have a new piece molded, replace that, you know. So I've never cut the rear off a car before. I wanted to use it in its current state to kind of move forward with the build, but Mark and his mechanics are only coming over next week to help us, so we've got a few days in between where we can do some stuff. We should make the most of the time to do fab work and painting work so that when Mark and his guys come, we'll pretty much be ready to throw the engine inside, you know. But yeah, exciting day. I'm low-key myself because this is an original E36 coupe and they're really hard to come by in the Philippines. I got a great price on this one. 200K for a shell was honestly a steal for this. So it's a bit sad. It could have gone for a full restoration, but we're pushing the boundaries here for E36 builds in the Philippines. As far as I know, this will be the first E36 coupe with a chopped rear in the Philippines, and definitely for this generation of drifters for sure. So yeah, exciting days. Yeah, so can you put a dot like below here?
1.5, sir.
Yeah, I think 1.5, no? Yeah, that's a good allowance, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what we have to continue.
1.5
Yeah.
Dito 1.5 din yung malaki.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Kaya galing dito dami, 1.5.
Then.
Bagay ito yung pinaka
Yeah, and then from here, straight lang. Yun.
straight lang ako.
Yeah, straight lang.
Tatapos mo. Kaya dapat mapakpak mo muna itong sa taas para masiguro mo. Hindi ka pagpapatagos.
Snip, and then one like that. Yep. See?
Then it will go straight.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Ito. Papunta ko sa coil.
So that one, and then down inside.
Saka yung So, kailangan ko na.
So we've successfully cut everything out. The issues with the fiber kit that we had made, that there isn't any overlap here. So to mount this and this together doesn't really work, even though we told the body shop guys to do that. So it looks good, but it needs a tiny bit of revision to be perfect. But good that we're doing this now, so that the revisions can be done in the meantime whilst we're getting the car together. Yeah, Aubrey's just fitting the rear bumper. So what the inside looks like, so it's all carbon, all fiberglass. I mean, it looks good. It's just that this thing should have a.
Ito, dapat meron siyang top.
Yeah.
And then, kasi, kung ito, meron siyang top, naisip nila, how come hindi ko...
We're supposed to rivet that together. You know?
Yun nga, sir. That's the purpose of it.
Nice. So what? I mean,
1x2 yata yun.
it looks like, but 2x2 is okay. I don't mind it. Here, this one. You see, there's like a welded seam there.
Yeah.
I think that kino-combine nila yan.
Pampa... Tibay? Not really.
Ano?
Kasi ang mounting niya dito pa rin eh. No? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 2x1. And then they put it on top of each other.
1x1
It's okay, you can bring that one. That's fine.
That's a 1x1.
But I think it's this one. See, I think that's what they did.
Do you think it serves an extra support yung matigas siya sa gitna?
Yeah, that's why I think they did it.
Instead of this, nahalo yung gitna niya talaga.
Yeah, because jack point din to eh. You know, if it's a jack point, then it needs to be a bit more stable. So I think what we should do is we should get two 2x1s.
Walang makapal.
I think this is 3mm, right?
Yeah. No. Around 2 mm na to.
3mm na GI 2x1, one length, yeah. I don't think although stainless steel is also good, but I think we're okay. So this is the radiator and how we plan to put it. So it will be rear mounted and like that. So windscreen open, air gets through here. We have some fans on the back. Fans push it out. Typical FD setup. Yeah. Excited. So yeah, that's it, people. We managed to chop the back off. First time I've ever done that with a car. It was a little nerve-wracking. We made a bit of a mistake in one portion. We cut more off than we were originally supposed to. But I think you only learn that doing it. Each model of car is different, you know. First time I've ever chopped up an E36 coupe specifically. We found out some support brackets and mounting points, and we'll be putting stuff back and welding a small portion back so that the car keeps its structural rigidity in some areas. Safety is paramount to me. As fast as I want to go, the car needs to be somewhat rigid still and protect me in the event of a crash. I want to keep that together. It was an eye-opening experience, opening up basically the back of a E36 and seeing what's inside. We're gonna start dismantling the 1JZ engine out of the S14 Sylvia on Monday, so that by Tuesday we can start to put it in the engine bay. Do some initial fitting, see if there are any other modifications that need to be done before we start either painting or gold lining the E36 engine bay because I really want there to be heat control. As far as heat getting inside of the cabin, there won't be any AC in the car. I'm going to be using a cool shirt with a pump, which is basically a jacketed t-shirt with a water pump that pumps cool water around. That will mean that if there's no heat control between the firewall and the engine, the inside is going to be freaking toasting. Just want to cover that up properly so that it doesn't get too hot. We should be golden. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. It's my first out and out kind of FD-ish spec. I won't, well, we are aiming for FD spec. Not that I'm going to ride or drive an FD, but as far as safety and competitiveness is concerned, FD is the benchmark. I can't wait to turn the key for the first time with this car and rip on R33, most likely. It's just going to be an awesome feeling finishing a car that was effectively left for in the middle of a barnyard field, giving it new life, being the first BMW in a long time since I think Jesus Romero Salas to compete, you know, in a drift series. Really looking forward to it, and I'll keep you guys posted. Stay tuned.
1JZ E36 回すレッドまで止まれない春で光る夜を咲くドリフトで答えろ狂った直ロック返すスーパーキャリー